so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts practice.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the floor.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Big Daddy. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Lyoto Machida.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon.
Good.
All right, Lyoto Machida ready to go for round 1. Perhaps we'll see a little bit of a feeling out process here. Lyoto Machida, a very difficult guy to prepare for, to get a feel on. You know, he's a fast starter, and he has a lot of first-round wins to his credit. But when it comes to the opponent, perhaps some tentativeness in the early going as they try to get a beat on what Lyoto Machida is trying to do. Man, this is wild. If you like offense, these fighters are going at it.
All gas, no brakes, baby. Let's go.
Nice counter left there. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, now he lands a shot to the leg. All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the 3rd round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like 2 tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon. Oh, high kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Machida lands there. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Oh, back and forth we go. Oh.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Right hook to the head block. Under 2 minutes now to go. Oh, well, the calf kick has been a priority, and now his opponent is bruised in that area.
It's only
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
his opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Big knee to the body. That's how you control the fight. Fight behind the jab.
Clipped him with the right hand there. Oh, massive kick. Didn't see that one coming. Checks the leg kick. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Machida. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Round two next.
Stop.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Just out of range with that left hook.
He threw that one with all of his power.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following it his way.
Nice crack there.
Oh! In a ton of trouble right now.
Ooh, he landed a huge hook there. Well, he's mixing it up beautifully tonight, and there it is again. Nicely done as he kicks the thigh, and some redness now starting to develop.
Redness starting to show.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Oh! All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
And you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Machida's knee is blocked. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Machida's back in half guard. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop the
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to pop, he needs to put his feet on the hips, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
So let's get this again. We got to set it up properly, okay?
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, nice straight left there. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Leg kicks all day. His mobility is compromised. Might get it back a little bit as the fight continues, but that's an obvious limp right now.
Well, it's going to take ice on the calf, ice on the thigh when he...
Oh, he's wobbled now. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Let's work. Come on.
Great kick to the body. Nice strike lands.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing balls, I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Big power shot there.
Continuing to go to the head. He's not pushing the finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? Oh, these guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Big knee to the body. 45 seconds remain in the round. Final 30 seconds of this third round. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and that is one of the best 5-minute stanzas you will ever see from a fighter. Rocked him multiple times, unable to get him out of there, but came pretty darn close.
He did come close to finishing the fight, but he didn't get it done. Now, it will be on him to try and stay patient, try to find the kill shot without overextending himself and putting himself in trouble.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Machida gets touched by that kick there. Timely defense there, huge block for him. work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. That is a damaging kick that lands. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
Reach advantage was his at the outset, and he was able to take advantage there with the punch. Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 2.
Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Dean steps in! What a fight! So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the afterparty. Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Lyoto the Dragon Machida.
Well, some question whether or not Lyoto Machida was capable of this type of performance. Well, the former UFC light heavyweight king certainly answered all of those questions and then some with his skills tonight. This is a hard guy to simulate in training, that much we know, and his opponent just really didn't have much in terms of answers tonight.